Hello everyone. Today we are going to dive into the knowledge related to production of sprout vegetables. First, let's get to know what sprout vegetables are. Sprout vegetables, known also as sprouts, are a class of young seedlings or buds that utilize plant seeds or other nutritive organs and are cultivated in dark or low light environments under suitable conditions of temperature and humidity. Simply put, it is the edible part of the plant that forms during the germination and early stages of growth. It does not depend on soil and utilizes the nutrients stored in the seeds themselves. Through scientific cultivation, it can grow a fresh and tender product. Sprout vegetables have many distinctive characteristics from a nutritional point of view. Sprout vegetables are rich in vitamins, minerals, dietary fiber, and a variety of biologically active ingredients such as vitamin C, vitamin B, calcium, and iron. These nutrients are synthesized and accumulated during the growth of sprouts, which are beneficial to human health. In terms of taste, sprout vegetables have a tender texture and refreshing flavor, which can bring a unique taste experience to people. Whether they are directly eaten raw, cold and dressed with sauce, or stir-fried or made into soup. Moreover, the short production cycle of sprout vegetables, which can usually be harvested in only 3 to 15 days, greatly improves production efficiency. In addition, the production of sprout vegetables occupies less land. High yields can be achieved in a limited space by using three-dimensional cultivation and other methods. In addition, no pesticides and fertilizers are used in the production process, so sprout vegetables are green and healthy, in line with the pursuit of modern consumers of food safety and healthy diet. Sprout vegetables have a wide variety of types and varieties. Sprout vegetables can be divided into two main categories: seed sprouts and body sprouts, according to the source of nutrients utilized for their formation. Seed sprouts are young buds or seedlings directly cultivated using nutrients stored in seeds, which is the most dominant type of sprout. Vegetables, the common soybean sprouts, mung bean sprouts, tune sprouts, pea sprouts, and so on, are all seed sprouts. Body sprouts are the buds, shoots, young stems or tips cultivated by using nutrients accumulated in the persistent roots, fleshy taproots, rhizomes, or branches of biennial or perennial crops, such as chicory buds and ginger buds. If divided according to the edible parts, it can be further divided into sprouts, such as bean sprouts, seedlings, like the hollow cabbage seedlings, and stem sprouts, such as bamboo shoots. These rich and varied sprouts fulfill different tastes and nutrition needs. Next, we'll focus on pea sprouting techniques. Variety selection. Choose pea varieties that are full of seeds, uniform in size, free of pests and diseases, and unbroken, such as green peas and hemp peas. Good quality seed is the basis for producing good quality pea sprouts, which ensures a high germination rate and robust sprout growth. Seed treatment. 1. Seed selection. Pea seeds are manually screened to eliminate deflated grains, damaged grains, insect-infested grains, and impurities to ensure the purity and quality of the seeds. 2. Seed soaking. Soak the selected seeds in clean water, usually for 12 to 24 hours. During the soaking process, change the water every 4 to 6 hours so that the seeds can fully absorb the water, break the dormancy, and promote germination. The soaked seeds have a soft seed coat that becomes soft and bulges slightly at the navel. 3. Cleaning. After soaking the seeds, rinse the seeds repeatedly with water to remove the mucus and impurities on the surface of the seeds to prevent the growth of molds in the subsequent germination process. Cultivation container and substrate preparation. 1 container. Flat-bottomed seedling trays can be used, which are required to be clean and undamaged, with drainage holes at the bottom of the trays so that excess water can be discharged. Before use, disinfect the seedling trays with 0.1% potassium permanganate solution. Soak for 10 to 15 minutes. Rinse with water and dry for use. 2. Substrate. Pea sprouts cultivation can be used soilless culture. Commonly used substrates are perlite, vermiculite, seedling paper, and so on. If you use seedling paper, you need to spread it on the bottom of the seedling tray with a thickness of 1 to 2 layers. If you use perlite or vermiculite, you need to wash it with water first, and then spread a layer of substrate 2 to 3 centimeters thick in the seedling tray. Sowing. Spread the treated pea seeds evenly in a substrate-lined seedling tray, with as little overlap between the seeds as possible. Typical seeding rate is 200 to 300 grams per tray. After sowing, cover the surface of the seeds with a layer of substrate, about 1 centimeter thick. If seedling paper is used, cover the seeds with another layer of moist seedling paper, and then water thoroughly so that the substrate and seeds are well moistened. Daily management. 1. Temperature control. The suitable temperature for pea sprouts. Growth is 18 to 23 degrees Celsius. If the temperature is too high, the sprouts grow fast, but they tend to grow in vain and have thin and weak stems. If the temperature is too low, they grow slowly and will prolong the growth cycle. In winter, the temperature can be increased by greenhouses, and other facilities. In summer, when the temperature is too high, ventilation, shading, and other cooling measures should be taken. 2. Humidity management. Pea sprouts need high air humidity for growth. Generally maintained at 80% to 90% is appropriate. Sprouts should be sprayed and moisturized 2 to 3 times a day so that the surface of the sprouts is moist but not dripping. At the same time, there should be no standing water in the seedling trays to avoid seed and sprout rot. If you notice that the surface of the substrate is whitish, hydrate it promptly. 3. Light management. Pea sprouts need to be cultivated in dark or low light environment at the early stage of growth so as to make the sprouts stalks more robust and tender. When the sprouts grow to 3 to 4 centimeters in height, they are gradually given diffused light irradiation, and the light time is controlled at 4 to 6 hours per day. Too much light leads to more fibers in the sprouts and lower quality. Not enough light results in light-colored sprouts and thin stems. 4. Ventilation management. Good ventilation can reduce air humidity and minimize the occurrence of pests and diseases while providing sufficient oxygen to the sprouts. Ensure that there is a certain amount of ventilation time each day. When the humidity is high, the ventilation time can be extended. Harvesting. Pea sprouts may be harvested when they reach 8 to 12 centimeters in height and the top compound leaves begin to unfold and are not yet fully fibrous. When harvesting, cut flush from the base of the sprouts with scissors, trying to keep the sprouts as neat as possible. After harvesting, pea sprouts should be packaged in a timely manner. They can be packaged in plastic, wrap or plastic bags, kept in a cool and ventilated place, and sold or consumed as soon as possible to ensure its fresh quality. This is a detailed introduction to the concept, characteristics, types, and varieties of sprout vegetables, as well as pea sprouting techniques. I hope this has been helpful in giving you a better understanding and knowledge of sprout vegetable production techniques.